Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. The next season of the Braxtons is going to be pretty interesting because we did hear that there has been a lot of tension between the sisters. Apparently Tony, Towanda, and Trina have an issue with Tamar Braxton, especially Towanda. Now, Towanda did recently get married to her longtime partner, Sean Hall, and it was said that Tamar was not at the wedding. Now, we could assume that maybe Tamar opted to skip out of the wedding, or maybe she just wasn't invited. Either way, she didn't show up, and it kind of shows you how bad things have gotten between her and Towanda. It really does. Now, her not being there probably had something to do with that huge fight they had on set, because it was rumored that Tamar got into a huge argument with her sisters that caused the production to stop temporarily. So that argument probably is the reason why Tamar decided not to be there for Towanda. But her and Towanda have had their issues for a long time. And Towanda doesn't treat Tamar the way her other sisters treat Tamar. The other sisters, they do coddle Tamar, and even though they fall out at times, they still mend their relationship. However, with Towanda, she has set up some boundaries when it comes to Tamar, and she doesn't call her or talk to her if she doesn't need to. And also another thing to consider is the Braxtons do have a cliquish type of nature about them. Right now, Towanda is clicked up with Tony and Trina, but Tamar is left out of the loop. She's on the outside. She's kind of going through what Tracy went through with the sisters. So Tamar is upset by it, and she feels like Towanda is a part of the reason why she's left out. And I think that Towanda is trying to protect her peace, but it's almost as if she feels the need to ice Tamar out completely to protect her peace. And that's not going to really give Tamar any incentive to show up for Towanda. She's not going to show up to her wedding if she feels like her sister doesn't like her or want her around.
Outside of yesterday and today, when was the last time you talked to me?
I don't recall. It wasn't my birthday because you didn't call me.
My birthday's September. Here we are in March.
I am in a space. I am in a space of I'm just focusing on my relationship and whoever's in my household. I'm focusing on my children. I'm focusing on my relationship.
Trina in your household? Tony's in your household?
But they call me. I talk to them every day.
Girl, you don't answer the phone.
That's
Girl,
not true.
Stop. Well, I was trying to talk to Towanda directly. She said, well, I hit you on Twitter and said congratulations. So that's cool for you to talk to me through social media and I can't talk to you through social media? Because that seems to be the only way you want to communicate with me, because I text you, I've called your phone. Towanda comes around, everybody acts like it's not cool to be cool with me. And that's what a bully is.
Tamar is calling me a bully because it takes one to know one. Whenever you don't see things Tamar's way, you're a bully. Whenever you confront Tamar, you're a bully.
So Tamar and Towanda do have long-standing issues with each other, so it's not really surprising that she didn't show up to Towanda's wedding. But I do think it's a shame that they couldn't put their differences aside for one day. And it's unfortunate because they already lost a sister, and you would think at this point that they would realize that life is too short to be at odds with each other. But that's not the case with Tamar and Towanda. Now, I want to talk about this. The 16th season of Real Housewives of Atlanta has been creating a lot of buzz. This is the season where Kenya has been let go indefinitely after being accused of using revenge porn against one of the newer castmates, Brittany Edie. And also, it seems like Porsha Williams is becoming the season's villain, because she's in a lot of drama too. Now, she's currently going through her divorce from her ex, Simon Gwobadia, which was the same man that she snatched up from one of her other former castmates, Fallon, which was very messy. You had to be there when it happened. But also, she's going through some drama with Drew Sidora because Drew apparently is growing a relationship with her baby daddy, Dennis, and Porsha doesn't like that. Also, she's being accused of being disloyal to Kenya Moore and her longtime friend, Shamea Morton, after she linked up with Brittany Edie. Now, Brittany is the reason why Kenya is suspended right now. And not only that, Brittany made comments about Shamea's child who does have medical issues. And the fact that Porsha would be hanging out with somebody who made fun of her good friend's child is really side-eye worthy. Like, Porsha is showing that she is not really a good friend. But sadly, this has been brewing for some time now, because over the years, Shamea would always show Porsha loyalty. She would support her. She would defend her. However, Porsha wouldn't really reciprocate that same energy. She wouldn't show up for her special events. She wouldn't support her in the same way. She didn't promote her song, Never Had. Also, she didn't defend Shamea when Phaedra sat there and lied on her. So it seems like Porsha was never really that good of a friend to Shamea.
I always thought of her to be like that extra sister. Like, we met through our moms. We took family trips together. When she was going through her divorce from Cordell, she slept on my couch. Hell, in my bed. Then the rumors started, and she didn't help dispel them.
Wait, Candy is you. You a motherfucking lie. But you think that too?
I mean, you're close to both of them.
I got engaged, and she wasn't supportive. And then I got married, and she wasn't there. And I just kept thinking, everything you've done, I've supported. Everything you do in the future, I will support. Because my love for you does not waver. It's unconditional.
Porsha has dogged Shamea out, treated her like and now she doesn't even want to go to the girls' wedding. So to me, I'm like, you really need her as your friend?
So as you can see, Porsha does have a history of really not being the best friend to Shamea. And this is not to say that she's never checked up on her or never showed her some support at least, but she just hasn't been as good to Shamea as Shamea has been to her. And a lot of people think that this latest breakdown in Porsha and Shamea's relationship is due to the fact that Porsha is jealous of Shamea. Shamea has always been the sidekick. She's always been the friend to the show, but now she has her own spot on Real Housewives of Atlanta thanks to Kandi Burruss, and she's getting more attention now than ever, and she's making friends with other people like Kelly. And maybe Porsha doesn't like that. She doesn't like Kelly because Kelly called her out for getting with Simon while he was still married. So she doesn't like the fact that Shamea is cool with Kelly, and she's been speaking about her marriage to Kelly, which is understandable, but let's not act like Porsha wasn't talking about Shamea with Phaedra, okay? But Porsha is using the whole situation with Kelly as an excuse to distance herself from Shamea. But in reality, I think that she doesn't like the fact that the dynamics of their friendship has shifted. I think Porsha preferred that Shamea was in the background and she played the sidekick role. But now that she's in the forefront and has her own spotlight, I think Porsha might be a little threatened by it. I don't know. That's just a thought. But people like Shamea because Shamea is actually a real housewife. She's married to a wealthy man. She lives in a $9 million home. She has it good, okay? And she doesn't need reality TV at all. Honestly, I don't know why she's on reality TV, but I suppose that maybe she's drawn to it because a lot of her friends in the Atlanta scene are on reality shows. So she kind of craves that spotlight too. But I do get concerned that it might change her for the worse and it could affect her marriage. I don't know. It's the whole reality show curse that I don't like, and I hope that Shamea isn't affected by it. But she doesn't need reality TV to get a check. She has it good. She has the life that a lot of these housewives want. She has the lifestyle that Porsha wants. And this is probably why Porsha went after Simon, because she wanted Simon to give her the same lifestyle that Shamea's husband Gerald gives her. So I do think there's an element of competition between Porsha and Shamea. I think there's some jealousy there as well. And this is probably why they're not as close now.
Saying you don't like Shamea. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if Kandi said I didn't like Shamea.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. What I think is that they had some issues during the season and they really don't mess with each other like that right now.
I think what Kandi said was she doesn't believe we're as cool as we used to be. And yes, that's true. I mean, it's when you come on the show and you have certain expectations, and then things seem to turn on you. without you knowing, they can change any relationship. So
they asked questions about my friendship with her and if I felt like it was one-sided. And I just told them, like, I can only focus on me. I try to be the best friend that I can be to my friends and hope that it's reciprocated. And when it's not, I ain't gonna do it. I mean, I can't. There's only so much I can do about that. I could just want to continue to show up and be the person that I know how to be, how my parents raised me, to be a loyal friend, one that is gonna ride for their friend and to the well. And sometimes that's like a fault of mine. Like, it's just like, girl, like.
You know what? I think Shamea just likes to be liked. That's what I think, especially by people she actually admires. She wants to be liked, and there's no issue in that, but that can backfire. And it did backfire in her friendship with Porsha because she accepted a lot of things that she shouldn't accept in a friendship. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.